So we were just talking about the situation in Germany and Europe, and it's very serious. And we have some people there we're concerned about. And the Lord began this message saying that David and Mary Catherine are not safe there. This should be noted. Please tell them that. Not that it will make any difference, but still they should know. Lord, what is on your heart? Please help me to hear you clearly. This is very, very hot and oppressive, guys. So I'm not in my best form here. But he answered me immediately. He said, death and destruction. And he buried his face in his hands, crying, it does not have to be like this. My Father was looking for a way to avoid it. But the stubborn hearts of men have pushed this agenda because of their alliances. This escalation was not his plan, but the prayers are not sufficient to hold these wicked men back any longer. So many will die. This was not necessary. This was not his plan, but the plan of wicked men. Just pray, Claire. There is little else you can do. They will not be satisfied until they annihilate man off the face of the earth. He's talking about NATO and the New World Order and the big mess of all that is. It's going to be a very bloody war, and even the heat will not deter them. In a perverted sense, they feel the weather is on their side. There are these things, and yet other events that will get men's attention that are coming. Things my Father is allowing to expose their lunacy. What must come, for men have lost their sense of perspective and are lunging forward into destruction. And I got the impression when he said there are yet other events that will get men's attention, that it may have to do with what Mike from around the world was talking about with the meteor showers or some kind of event in the sky. You have seen it at the border. In the case of Sister Therese, the animosity against Christians and consecrated souls is very high, and a political bone of contention. They want to be rid of all such people who only complicate their rule and the obedience of those who are asleep. Anyone not marching to the tune of the political powers that be is considered an undesirable. You remember what is written in the Omnibus of Sources. That's a book all about St. Francis. It brings together all the different stories of his life. That men would not be able to wear their habits in public. So great would be the animosity. This is that time spoken of in the 1200s. It is upon the whole world. Religious have truly become a target. And when he says religious, he doesn't mean it in the sense of people who are, uptight and ugly. He means consecrated souls. Lord, please tell us what you would have us do. I know it is hard, Claire, but don't live for yourself. Live for others. What I mean by that is to pay particular attention to the needs of each soul and trust it to you. Go deeper with them, draw them out, and make note of their prayer needs. Do not allow world affairs to distract you from them. Water the grass nearest the sprinkler. Encourage them. There's not much time left, so it is to their advantage to focus on others and their needs. I want all of you to be about your Father's business. Do not let circumstances obscure the real needs of souls, especially those in transition. This move is not easy. Show your special love and care for them. More are coming, but do not neglect time with me, not only in music, but tending to my heart, even as your crosses dictate. What is going to be the most important thing in the time coming is your tenderness and sacrifices for others who are less spiritually stable than those in the community. Sacrifice is the most important word because much is needed. Chip away at your music in those moments when charity does not demand your presence. And I was just telling him my body was really acting up. It's fibro, and there's obviously a storm coming in. And I said, I heard so much. Please help me. He answered and he said, I know. You do have medicine, but this is the hardest time of the year for you. It needn't be if you manage your energy carefully and come to me frequently for refills, heavenly refills, and relief. I am with you, beloved, and I know how much you are suffering. But there are other far less fortunate ones who also must march in my army, so pray to rise and continue walking in this situation. Beloved, know that I am suffering with you and all others who must carry a cross in these perilous and decisive times. Things are right on the brink. Lord, didn't you tell us this would not be a war we have been anticipating? I did, but you must understand it will lead the way to it. The heat is very oppressive, beloved, so don't be too hard on yourself. In these moments, brotherly love and seeing to the needs of others is very important. Build up brotherly love and sacrifice. This is what is needed, and I want you to be a cohesive whole community with no stragglers. So he really wants us all to be on the same page.